Hello everyone, welcome to our studio today. I'm so glad you joined us, and if you haven't been watching this series, I'll explain a little bit about what we've been doing. First of all, we painted this painting earlier on, well, I guess it was late last year, anyhow, some time back, let's say. And Jim suggested that we put a horse and buggy in it. It would look really good, and it's a great idea. So what we did, we let it dry completely. And this is mostly all dry up here. I've touched it up a little bit, but most all this is dry. And then we done a sketch of the little horse, and we decided there's so much snow, let's do a sleigh. So we put a little sleigh, one horse open sleigh there. And great idea, Jim. We appreciate it. And now we're just adding the detail to it. We've mostly got it painted. Might be able to, a couple of little things we'll go back and add a little bit. But other than that, we're going to add a little bit more up in here. And I want to put a few more leaves on the tree. And then at the end, hopefully, we'll make it snowing. Okay? Anyhow, I'm going to rinse this brush out. And actually, I was going to put a few more leaves on the tree. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add snow in the valleys of the tree. And I don't know if you can notice it or not. I hope you can, but I have put thousands of little limbs back in here. In the wintertime, if you'll check it out, you can also see hundreds of little limbs, maybe thousands even. I wanted to make sure that we had a few leftover leaves on the tree. Some trees don't actually lose all of their leaves. And then some hang on for a little while. And maybe after the first snow, most all of them are gone. That's about enough, I guess. Now I'm going to mix up a little color. I don't want much detail in these back in here. But I might want a little bit. Okay, now what I want to do, rinse that brush out really good. Now I'm going to add a little snow. A lot of times when you finish a painting, you can go back and you see a lot of things that, well, I wish I would have done that. So in that case, I'm going to drop it down just a little bit. Now that may be a little too white, but maybe not. I just want to add a little bit of snow. After we put the snow on there, you might not be able to tell where we did a lot of this. And I guess this is the first snow. And like I say, sometimes you run out of time and you can go back later and see something that you wish you had done. Now, there's one thing I want to do here. I thought about doing it when I was doing the painting. I want to add a little green. Maybe not exactly like these, but I want to add a little, right here, just a little bit of green trees I think would look good. Now, I'm getting most of that. I want to put a little bit more detail over here. I don't want to run out of time. Okay, I'm gonna rinse that brush out. Okay, I want to put maybe a little greenery right in here. A little smaller than those, I think. Overall, that's basically. Let me grab a little green. That's dark. That might be too dark, but my neighbor, wonderful people, have got some trees right on there. The line that actually look just about like what I'm going to put on here. I'm going to grab a fan brush. Again, we want to thank Mr. Jim Edwards for filming us for all these years. I want to thank James Fisher for doing a great job of editing our show. And want to thank ARC TV. Specifically want to thank Ernie for putting up with us all these years. Uh-oh, dropped my brush. I'll be right back. I'm back. All right. Got excited there. Okay. I've got it cleaned out a little bit. Now I'm going to, I might put an old dead limb marker. I'm not sure yet. I don't want too much to distract from this. But anyhow, let's put a little tree in there. And I mix this sap green with the Van Dyke brown. And there probably was a little bit of Payne's gray in it also. And I'm just getting it right on the end. I want a couple of them, and I don't want them too high. Now, believe it or not, I've found some evergreen trees that look just like that. They look like a little telephone poles. That's not what we're going to make right now, but I want to put a couple of those. Actually, what we're going to make now is a little Now that's exactly the way my neighbor's trees look. Okay, I don't think we need any more than that. Might put a little bit of ground there. Beautiful. Now, I want to rinse that brush out again real good. I think I've got it. Well, right there's some green. It may work fine. Let's try it. Okay, now the light actually is coming from here. So I need to lighten it a little bit on this side. I'm going to get a little of that real light, but just a touch. That might be enough. Now I need to build something around that, like a snowbank. I'm going to get a little bit wider brush. I've got some mini here that I don't know. About like that. And I'm going to rinse it out. I've got a little, keep a little oil in all of my brushes to make sure they stay good for the next time I want to use them. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to build a little more right in here too. Yeah, you see, that sort of adds to it. It sort of draws your eye in to what we really want to focus on, the houses and the little sleigh. So that helps. We got plenty of time, so let's do a little extra work here. That looks like white, but it's if you look at my palette, it actually is blue. I'm going to build a little up here. I'm going to blend the bottom of that out a little bit. All right. I really want to define some of these rocks a little bit better than that, what they are. So let's do that. Maybe with that brush. Is that about the right size? Probably. Wow, I've got so many brushes I don't know where to start. Blue, I like that one a little bit better. It's a little bit bigger. We'll lay that one right there. I'm gonna rinse him out. Get the oil off the handle of it. All right, we got time. There's a couple more things I want to do before we end up. And I might have to get me just a little bit more color here. Might be about the right color. And I want a little darker color. I think that's what I want. Let's try it. I'm going to dip it through the dark color on one side, light color on the other side. All right, light color, dark color. Dark color, light color. Still got a little time. Not too bad. I need a little darker color than what I've got there. If I've got time. Yeah, I hope I have. All right, let's try that. I'm going to wipe that out a little bit. Okay, light color, dark color. Light color, dark color. That's about the... I don't want too much detail back in there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. We're about ready. Okay. Okay. I'm going to try to scrape most of that off, okay? We got a couple of minutes. I hope I got time. Let's just go for it. I hope I got it thin enough. Ready? It's beginning to snow. I've got it all over my finger. Okay, let's do it one more time. We got about a half a minute. Drop it down. One more time. Okay, I'm going to thin it one time. I guess we better say goodbye to you, but I'm enjoying this so much. Give me just a second. Okay, Hey, we've enjoyed being with you so much. Hope you've enjoyed this series. Come back next week and we'll do another picture for you. Goodbye and God bless.